Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. Alibaba stock just posted some mind-blowing earnings. And you know what I did? I sold it all. And I have a realized loss of approximately 25-30%. I sold it for $95.63 per share. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I sold Alibaba stock and I lost between 25 and 30%. I am such a clown. Why? Alibaba just beat earnings. They just crushed it. Why are you getting paper hands now when the stunk is about to vertical line? Well, number one, Chinese stocks never vertical line. It's only U.S. stocks, bro. You could be a clown stock in the U.S., but you'll go up because you're a U.S. stock. But anything else, no. But really, why did I sell Alibaba? Well, this was a long time coming. This needed to be done. My thesis around China is unchanged. What is my thesis? Very simple. Everybody thinks China is going to zero. It's the end of the world. There's maximum fear. There's maximum pessimism. Oh my God, the world is ending in China. It's never coming back. Buy U.S. stocks, bro. Vertical lines. China goes down. U.S. goes up. It's the end of the freaking world. And I think most calls, most beliefs are BS when it comes to stuff like that. I don't think it's the end of the world for China. I think China's going through some troubles. 100%. But do I think China's going to zero? Do you think the Chinese government is really so stupid that it's just going to absolutely implode itself and destroy its economy intentionally? No, they're not that stupid. But they're Chinese, bro. America's better, even though we're a bunch of fat morons. Yeah, but really, the Chinese aren't going to destroy their economy, okay? They cracked down on their tech giants because Jack Ma opened a stupid trap. Okay, it's not America where you can just criticize people and whatever. It doesn't work like that in China. But the Chinese government doesn't want to destroy their economy. How do they stay a powerful nation? How do they prevent Westerners from exploiting them like they did in the past? Oh, you have to have a strong economy. And when you have a strong economy, that results in a strong military and a bunch of other benefits around the globe. They're not going to destroy their economy. Now, what did I do? Okay, so I sold Alibaba at a loss. What did I buy? Did I buy U.S. stocks, bro? Of course not. I went ahead and bought the Franklin FTSE China ETF. And this is not, I'm not telling you to buy this, okay? But let's look at this ETF's performance over the last 5 years. So over the past 5 years, it's down 23%. Oh my God. This is trash. Why would you buy this when you could just buy QQQ? Let's go look at QQQ. I wonder which ETF everybody says is amazing. Everybody says it's the future, bro. Everybody says it's only going to go up in a 45-degree angle, or really 50, 60 degrees almost. It's QQQ. People buy stuff that is massively outperformed. I think there is massive, insane pessimism built into China. And I don't think that's going to last forever, okay? So I built a position in, basically, it's not a total market index in China, but this is a market capitalization weighted index of large and medium-sized Chinese companies. Now, the reason I chose this over maybe like a total Chinese index is basically the expense ratio. If you go down to the expense ratio, it's 0.19, which is one of the cheapest ones that I've seen. I remember doing research on this like a year or two ago, and this is one of the ETFs I identified as something that I would potentially buy if I decided to buy a Chinese ETF, bro. And yes, I did it. So what's in this ETF? Oh, Tencent, Alibaba, Meituan, China Construction, JD Maedi, Ping An, all these terrible companies, you know, just trash. Just buy U.S. stocks, bro. All these are garbage. Those are all going to zero, right? So I currently have 419 shares at a cost basis of $18, which is basically one of the all-time lows. It actually went down to $14.40, which is insane from where it was before. I mean, oh my God. This ETF has been destroyed. But this is exposure to China. So I can have exposure to China without having additional single stock risk. My whole thesis around China was all this fear is BS. It's going to work out. Okay, I don't think China is going to zero. I don't think it's the end of the world for China. Why do I think that? Well, number one, they're our geopolitical enemy. And you're going to hear a lot of propaganda in the United States. Call me crazy, but you are. And number two, I recall back during the Great Recession, a lot of you were probably infants back then, you're little children. I remember I was in college and we had this Great Recession thing where the U.S. stock market fell Woo! 56% plus. We, the United States, had a massive economic meltdown where we almost destroyed the global economy. Okay? God bless America. How did we do that? Well, we gave homes to a bunch of clowns that couldn't pay their mortgages. Exploited people, basically. Because, America's so great and perfect. But we almost destroyed the global economy. Now, nobody seems to talk about this anymore. It's like, oh, well, U.S. stocks, horizontal, or 45-degree angle. You can clearly see 45-degree angles forever. But what do you think people were saying back then? It's over for U.S. stocks, bro! U.S. is dead, bro! It's the end of the world, bro! Oh my god, U.S. stocks are bad! Sell U.S. stocks, just buy bonds, bro! It was the same crap you're hearing about China. But the reason the propaganda about China is so much worse is because they're our geopolitical enemy. Why is America so terrified of China, but then China's going to zero? Obviously, they're a threat to U.S. interests, so you're going to hear massive propaganda about how China's going to zero. It's propaganda. I guarantee you. Not saying China's perfect. No. Not saying China's perfect. They have their own problems. But they're not going to zero, okay? That's at least my opinion. So this was the Great Recession in the United States, and look what happened afterwards. Our stunk market is now up massively since it began, okay? Wow. I wonder if this could maybe potentially happen to China. It could. Maybe it doesn't, but maybe it could. Maybe the Chinese government does a massive intervention, which I guess only America does. It only works out in America, right? Maybe the Chinese government will intervene and prop up their property sector. Now, the other thing I hear is, oh, the population pyramid, bro. Population pyramid. So I went ahead and Googled, okay, what is the working population of China? Because I keep hearing their population is like imploding and it's going to zero. It's propaganda. Now, the Chinese do have a pretty not so great population pyramid, okay? They basically have a bunch of people that are aging and they're not having as many kids. But let's look at the estimated size. Well, it's fake, bro. It's all fake. There's actually like 10 people in China, bro. Estimated size of the population aged 15 to 64 in China from 1980 to 2050. So right now in 2023, the Chinese working population is 982 million people. That's almost a billion people, which is, 3 times the size of the United States. Okay? China's going to zero, bro. So this is in 2023. Then we're going to have a gradual increase in the working age population, and then we're going to start to have a decrease into 2033, 2034. But there's still going to be almost a billion people working that are working age. And even in 2050, their working age population is going to be twice the size of the United States. Like, it's just hilarious to me that people are saying they're on the edge of a demographic crisis. I mean, yeah, their demography isn't great, but it's not happening like tomorrow, okay? It's going to be a slow, gradual bleed of working age population. I mean, by 2037, they're still going to have 902 million people working. Like, it's so stupid. Do you not see the propaganda here? I guess not, but whatever. But anyway, China isn't imminently going to zero, okay? If their property sector collapses, I mean, I'm not a guru of, macroeconomics and how government bailouts work, but we literally did the same thing in America. And look what happened. We had a golden age for U.S. stunks, okay? We cut interest rates to zero. We cut we cut taxes for corporations in 2017, and U.S. stunks just went up at a 45-degree angle. Oh, but end of the world is never coming back. U.S. stocks are bad, bro. Oh, buy the dip. So, is it going to be red in China? Yes. Do I think I'm going to make money off this eventually? 100%. Was I able to tax loss harvest BABA and actually buy probably what I should have bought instead of BABA itself? Yes. It was a mistake to buy BABA. Not because BABA's a bad company. It was a mistake to buy BABA because my thesis isn't around BABA. It's around the Chinese economy. I just kind of used BABA as a proxy instead of using not a total market, but you catch my drift. A more broadly diversified market cap weighted Chinese index. So at this point, I'm going to save money on taxes. And if the Chinese economy recovers, which, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it never does. Okay. And, their population's imploding. You can clearly see their working age population is just going to drop in a vertical line going down in the next year. I mean, these numbers, they're all fake. It's all fake, bro. But we'll see. Now, the last thing I want to say is, even if I'm wrong, okay, U.S. stonks just go up in vertical lines forever. China's crap. They're going to implode. There's nothing the Chinese government can do. But if they implode, by the way, the rest of the world's not going to be happy either. Even if I'm wrong, it's 7.6 grand, okay? Like, this is a fraction, a very tiny fraction of my portfolio. So if I'm right, oh, maybe I'll double my money or triple my money at some point. If I'm wrong, okay, I lose. Well, I don't think it's going to zero. Maybe I just stay flat for the next decade. I don't know. But it's all about risk mitigation, okay? And this is kind of like a fun play for me. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's 95% of my Robin stock portfolio. But that's kind of my thoughts, okay? You know, oh, the Chinese developers. Country Garden's going bankrupt. Oh my God. This has happened in the United States. But I guess, you know, in China it's bad because they're our geopolitical enemy. And obviously their population pyramid, their working age population is just going to plummet over the next few years, right? I mean, that's crazy. Look at that. All right, guys. Laugh all you want. I don't care. I'm going to go back to Grifter Man and pump clown stocks. And if they go down, then I'll just keep pumping them and get more subscribers. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.